Hey guys, match 48. It's the table toppers.
Hi
Mumbai
guys.
Indians, hello people. Mumbai Indians taking on RCB today.
Yeah.
And, we hope this will be a cracking match. Abu Dhabi, both the teams have very good records on this ground. And they had a cracker of a match last time. It went to the super over, you guys may recall. That match had everything. And we'll talk about that. But the very fact that let's talk about the tournament a little bit. The tournament suddenly has seen a sort of a reversal of fortunes for the bottom teams.
Bottom
Top
team.
teams. All the top teams are suddenly losing. I mean, KKR has lost so much that they've dropped out of top four.
Yep.
And Delhi Capitals, which was sitting pretty at number one, they're now at number three with 3 losses.
Yeah.
Mumbai Indians has lost 2 of the last 3. RCB has lost the last one. So what is going
Kings
on?
11 Punjab has gone up suddenly.
Kings
yeah.
11 Punjab has gone up from bottom to number 4.
I think Punjab deserves it, and I'm pretty happy to see the number 4 spot. I think
True.
I think this season after Mumbai, if I'm supporting a team, it is Punjab.
I can see that. I can see that in your predictions. You've mentioned it more than once.
Absolutely.
But very.
I think Punjab is the second Karnataka boys playing there.
We made a comment like that. Exactly. 5 or 6 Bangalore players.
So they have
Karnataka players playing for KXIP. The coach is
KXIP is Karnataka 11 players.
Absolutely. Totally. There's no Punjab there. I mean,
Right.
Arshdeep may want to challenge that. Arshdeep Singh. But what a match yesterday. SRH was, they completely, we were talking about it, Mustafa, you may recall. I said 160 to 170. You don't expect SRH to score that heavily. And yesterday was a revelation. I mean, suddenly you had...
What a surprise.
What a surprise. David Warner batting very much like the old David Warner, not the recent one.
Yeah. I think it was this birthday that influenced him, I'm guessing.
I'm sure. And Wriddhiman Saha, I think he was exacting revenge on his teams for dropping him for so long, keeping him out of the team for so long.
Only thing I'm sad about is that it seems like he's got an injury. So that is the only worry for SRH and for India, since he's been picked up for the test squad. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Okay. So people, I think let's talk about the two teams in question today: Mumbai Indians versus RCB, the top 2 teams of this table as of now. We don't know how the tables will change because the tables.
I think whoever wins today will go to number 1 because both of them are 14 points.
Yeah.
So whoever wins today.
And plus, whoever wins today will qualify. I'm pretty sure.
Qualify,
I know there's a possibility that at 16 also you might not qualify, but I feel like with both these teams at 16 points, they are definitely going to qualify. Especially Mumbai Indians have a
16. True.
Yeah, with a win, Mumbai Indians should qualify because the superior run rate, extremely superior.
Yeah, extremely superior over everybody else.
Right. So the other thing is, the last match we were talking about between these two teams, you had everything. You had a AB de Villiers special, carted Bumrah, all other bowlers, took them to a very, very high score. And then Mumbai had to score almost 80 runs in the last 4 overs. And they did that, right? Ishan Kishan was amazing. So was Pollard. They tied the match. And then, it was some kind of a match. It was some kind of a match, a heartbreaking loss for Mumbai. I think they've lost both the super overs. So they may want to avoid a super over this time around.
Definitely.
All right, people. So if you guys are ready, I can start with my predictions.
Please.
All right. Okay, Mahresh, I'll start with you then. Let's talk about the wickets. How many wickets you think will fall today in total? 3 options है आपके पास, less than 10, 10 to 12 or 12 plus.
You're talking about the for the both the innings, right?
Yes.
I'll stick to between 10 to 12.
Okay. You're not expecting a collapse by any of these teams, right? Then.
No, nothing. I don't think so. Even I think last match Abu Dhabi was a very good pitch. I think both the teams scored nearly 200. Even though there were some, I think, special knock from Ben Stokes. But I expect around 10 to 12, not more than that.
Okay. All right. Mustafa. No, I think you're on mute. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a safe ballpark figure, 10 to 12. I think both these batting orders are very top heavy and they don't really generally rely on their tail enders coming in and hitting any runs for them. RCB also has been good this season. Generally, they have a lot of collapses, but this season we've not seen such collapses from RCB. barring the last match, I think they've played really well in terms of batting and bowling. So I don't see collapse from any one of the sides. I think 10 to 12 wickets should be the safe.
Abhishek.
Yeah, I think 6 wickets average per team is a good number. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I stick to that 10 to 12 mark. I think what Mustafa said is right, because RCB has been pretty consistent. Otherwise, the maximum collapse over the IPL season has been RCB. I think one thing for RCB, rather for Mumbai Indians, is Rohit Sharma's unavailability. He has not been selected for the Indian team as well for the Australia tour.
Right.
So I mean, there, yeah, Ishan Kishan did open last match. So I think that's where a little balance is there. And but yeah, I think 10 to 12 is a safe ballpark number.
Okay, Abhishek, second question. I'll start with you then.
Sure.
Let's talk about the two top batters for their respective teams. You've got AB de Villiers for RCB. You've got Quinton de Kock for Mumbai Indians. Incidentally, both South Africans. And they'll be facing off each other. Incidentally, both wicket keepers also, right?
Yes.
AB de Villiers has been keeping wickets. So a lot of similarities. They've been the top scorers. So who do you think will have a better strike rate today, assuming a minimum of 20 runs?
Interesting. I think we are comparing an opener versus a number 4, and usually when De Villiers comes to bat, it's typically about 10, 12 over or sometimes in the end. So for him to get a
Not
ball
always.
to bat ratio, not
Not
always.
If there are two leg spinners operating, they may even push him to
Yeah,
number 80.
correct. So I think my pick is AB de Villiers over Quinton de Kock for today. But I mean, mostly if you've seen in the last 12 game or so, he's generally batted at number 4, 5.
Yeah.
AB. So I think for him to come in that position and score with a higher strike rate is high. So I'll go with AB.
Yeah, well, I was just referring to the goof up that RCB did in one match where they,
I know.
All right, okay.
They wanted to accommodate a left-hander. That's it.
Crazy, man. All right. Okay, Mayuresh.
I'll go with AB de Villiers, no doubt about it. I think he is better. I think he's more equipped. And normally, again, de Villiers has a good record against Mumbai.
Very good.
Yeah. But I think somehow or other I'm hoping that today's match he will fail, because last time he had a good knock against Mumbai, and the law of averages do catch up with him against. And I think normally Mumbai and RCB are like, they share the scores. It will be, I think, hopefully 1-1-1. But let's see. But I'll go with AB with the current form.
Okay, Mustafa.
I really want to say Quinton because obviously Mumbai supporter, but just the track record that AB de Villiers has against Mumbai. I've seen him hit Bumrah out of the park so many times that I'm really scared of the contest.
No, maybe Mumbai Indians should bring on Krunal Pandya as soon as AB de Villiers is
Yeah. I think that is what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure that they'll bring on as much of Krunal and Rahul when he's there on the screen on the pitch.
pitch. Yeah.
But at the last 5 overs, it's very difficult to take a call of bowling a spinner, right? That fear of hitting them out of the park is always greater.
Obviously.
So everybody gets defensive in those 5 overs, especially the bowling side. So that is why I think AB de Villiers is going to be the choice for the day. Although I don't feel Quinton de Kock is not going to be in form. I think he's going to score a lot of runs, but I don't think it's going to be at the same strike rate that AB de Villiers does.
Okay. Let's talk about all-rounders, Mustafa. And you've got some very impressive all-rounders, both sides. So which all-rounder you think will impress us the most today? Is it going to be Washington Sundar? Is it going to be Chris Morris or Krunal Pandya?
Where is Pollard? Where is Pollard?
Pollard is a batsman and a captain, and maybe sometimes he'll bowl, but
no, I think he's continuously bowling at least 2 overs in every match because he has that very slow bowling sort of a action, and he bites balls.
Let's
really
put in
wide.
Pollard in there. Okay, let's have Pollard in there and tell me that.
Because I think he is the key, right? Pollard is the key for Mumbai. Since Rohit Sharma's absence, he has to be the one steering the team, and obviously he has a good record as a captain also. I think the last match that we lost was the first match Pollard ever lost as a captain.
Yeah.
So I'm still backing him. I think I'm going to go with Pollard because I know he bowls a few overs also. He might not take wickets, but he is known to be a economy bowler. Obviously, on a good day, any batsman can take him apart. But it's very difficult. You have to put in a lot of power, and the boundary as at Abu Dhabi is not something like Sharjah where he can be taken apart. So I think I'll go with Pollard.
All right. Okay. Abhishek.
I think between the options Chris Morris, Sundar, and Krunal Pandya, I think all these three players are, bowler and batsman. They're primary a bowler. So
Yes.
if I have to look at from that perspective, I think Washington Sundar, has been a phenomenal bowler for RCB. He usually bowls in the power play first 2-3 overs and then comes in the middle. Average gives about 12 to 15 runs in his 4 overs, and comes handy at about 5-6, after that. So if I have to purely talk about, somebody who will impress, I think it's Washington Sundar, because Morris tends to, give away some runs. It's easy hitting him because he's a fast bowler. Sundar, the timing when he comes to bowl,
Yeah.
I think I'll go with Washington Sundar.
I agree. I agree with Abhishek completely. Like I think Sundar is really impressed with his economy and with the wickets that he's been taking,
Well,
and with the power play bowling
the
also.
last match against Abhishek's favorite team, he was carted all around by Ruturaj Gaikwad. He impressed us with the bat, Washington Sundar, but he was hit for a lot many in the last match, Abhishek, your favorite team.
But
Against
that's
your favorite team.
that's obviously a one-off.
No, of course, Washington Sundar has been phenomenal, no question. Mayuresh, what do you think?
Um, I don't know. I think Washington Sundar as a bowler has been phenomenal, and especially against Mumbai, not only with RCB, but when he was playing for Rising Star Pune, he has performed very well. As a batsman, I hardly remember he contributing a match-winning innings, which was rare. I don't remember that big contribution. So if I talk about all-rounders, first of all, if the Pollard is there in the option, I will go with him on any given day. And if I have to go with these three options, I will go with Chris Morris, because I think he is bowling economically, and whenever he got a chance, he has done something. Yes, his strike rates are good, and at the number which he comes, that is a 6, 7, 8. What I am looking as the strike rate.
Okay, all right. Okay, Meresh, we'll start the fourth question with you. The two captains, dono kaptan, of course, Mumbai Indians, they're missing the services of Rohit Sharma. In his absence, it's going to be Pollard. And, for RCB, it's going to be Virat Kohli. So who do you think will score more runs today?
I think Pollard. I think Pollard is due for runs today, and I think he has to stand up. Let's say if all the speculations around Rohit, which are going around, he may not play IPL or he may only comes in the playoff. I think Pollard has to stand up today as a captain and a batsman of Mumbai Indians, and I think they need it today. They can't leave it much late for the playoff.
Okay, all right, understood. Mustafa?
I'm going to go with Pollard. I am hoping Kohli to collapse early.
That's a fan, right? That's a fan talking.
Come on, it is sports senti, so I'm going to be a little sentimental, especially during Mumbai's predictions, and I'm going to go with Pollard. And obviously, he's been in great touch. Last match, unfortunately, he hit 1-6. He went to hit another one, and he got out, unfortunately, by a great catch on the boundary, which could have been a six on some other day. So I'm going to go with Pollard for today.
All right. Okay. Abhishek, these two guys are obvious Mumbai supporters. So let's hear the neutral opinion from down south.
Yes, I think
You are the Bangalore person. We've got. I forgot to mention that.
Bangalore
Right.
person.
So yeah.
Yes, but I think if I have to compare between the two, I think while yes, we want Pollard to step up. He'll be captaining. He'll have additional responsibility. But who are we comparing against? Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
So I think no. Yes.
So Virat Kohli.
If I have to look at law of averages, whatever averages, whatever calculation, yeah, I think Virat Kohli any day, if compared to anybody, will score will be rated higher. No, while as I agree with Mustafa and Naresh, Pollard is due, and if he on his day he can be the match winner. But I think between the two today, I'll go with Virat Kohli.
Look, I normally I would have said that there's a Bangalore fan talking, but I know that you're a CSK fan. You just happen to reside in Bangalore, so I just think that this is more neutral and
Yes.
more independent opinion. All right, okay. Number
Absolutely.
5, question 5. We'll start with you, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the two India bowlers who play for the other opposing teams today. You've got the Mumbai Indians Bumrah, and you've got Chahal from RCB. Both these guys are amongst the top 5, top 6 of the top wicket takers this season. So who is likely to take more wickets today?
I think before I say anything, let's appreciate the two champion bowlers India has got.
Absolutely. I mean,
Absolutely. What a
totally.
fabulous.
Bowl at any. I mean, they are not
I think when the
death over
right.
specialists. They are not new ball specialists. They can bowl anywhere. The
I was
captains
very
can count.
disappointed.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed yesterday when the team announcement happened and I didn't see Chahal's name in the test squad. I really felt he should have got one opportunity to play in the Australia for the test matches. But I think today's scenario, if I'm talking about wicket taking,
Yeah.
I think I'll go with Bumrah. Because again, between Washington Sundar and Chahal being two spinners in there, one gives away runs, one slows down, other one picks up. So between the two, there is a split. They share about 2 to 3 wickets each. I think Mumbai, I'll go with Bumrah today because he's likely to pick up more wickets. That's what my prediction says.
All right. Okay, Mayuresh.
I will. I am. Bumrah Chahar both are. I think one of best bowlers India have. So I'll still go with Bumrah. I think the last match he had was one of the worst match. I think he went for plenty.
Yeah.
And I think other part is like if Chahal and Washington Sundar are splitting the wickets, in Mumbai Indians also the three seamers are splitting the wicket. It's not that one seamer is taking all the wickets. And normally if Bumrah and Bolt will take wicket, you will see RCB collapse. So, but I think Bumrah, I have my doubts over Bumrah's consistency. So I'll still go with a safer option of Chahal in my prediction.
So you're going with Chahal, not with Bumrah.
Yeah, I do want Bumrah to take more wicket as a Mumbai fan, but I somehow other feel Chahal is more consistent.
Yeah, Bumrah has blown a bit hot and cold. He's strung together 3-4 consistent performances before the last match where he was taken apart. And he's just one short of 100 IPL wickets. So Mustafa, who are you going for?
I think since in the last match he was taken apart, he's going to come back strong.
That has been the trend.
Kind of bowler
that has been the trend throughout with Bumrah. The moment he gets hit, the next match always comes back.
He gets back to I think the drawing board. He's like, okay, okay, I got to go back to 6. And the next match he comes in, boom, and
always. I think it's been so much of a trend. It's almost like a rule, right? That Bumrah he gets hit in a match, next match
he's going to exactly. Yeah. So specific. Actually, by performances, Chahal has been a better
very consistent as Mayuresh said.
With economies and with wickets both. But I think I'm just going to go with Bumrah because it's a big match for Mumbai Indians. They want to qualify, and they don't want to leave it to the last match, to directly qualify for. So I think they are going to have it. They're going to put in everything, and Bumrah is going to be the star bowler. Hoping.
Another thing is Swapnil. I think Bumrah over the past few IPLs, he would have only 1 or 2 bad matches. But comparatively, if you looked at this current IPL, he has already below par in some almost 4 to 5 matches.
Which is not the so. One thing which we have noticed with Bumrah is I personally think that ever since his injury in 2019 August, after the West Indies tour. I think he has not recovered to full bowling form. He obviously was coming back to somewhere close to his best. You remember the New Zealand series before the pandemic, and he was coming back to his good form. Towards in the last innings of that series, and then the pandemic struck. So clearly he hasn't had that, and he's not got back into that groove as yet. Because in West Indies, just before he got injured, he was bowling like at a very different level. He was just swinging the ball at high pace both ways,
Yes.
anywhere. I mean, he was just like everywhere. I think I remember the West Indies series, right?
I think he had the accuracy and the seam.
And see the pace.
Position, yeah.
And let's forget about the West Indies series, Australia series.
Oh,
Bumrah was one of them.
That was
one
the
of
one.
the final.
No, that was
Yeah.
previous to that, right? I mean, Australia.
Yes,
series-
yes, yes. Yeah, but Australia, I'll say he went. I think West Indies the batsman standard was comparatively low as compared to Australia. But the way he performed in Australia, I have not seen that level in Bumrah
Yeah.
after the injury layoff.
Injury layoff has been a bit hard for him, but
Yeah.
Chahal is also a good choice for this particular question. All right, Mustafa, last question. This may be easy for you. How many runs will be scored in the last 5 overs in the first innings? Less than 50, 50 to 65, and 65 plus.
So knowing the kind of firepower RCB and Mumbai have, I want to go with 65 plus. Because that's just the kind of scores we've seen at Abu Dhabi. And both not only Mumbai Indians but even RCB has had 190, 190 plus, almost 200 reaching scores.
Yeah.
And Mumbai is also coming. They've just played their last match at the same ground, right? So they're going to be so much more familiar with the fields, understanding how far the boundary is. So the batsmen also have, the batsmen have to change their mindset a little bit about how much power they have to put into a shot when the boundary sizes are different. So since they've just achieved 195, I think that time they scored about 72 odd runs, 72 runs in the last 5 overs. So I think I'm going to go with 50 to 65. I think that is going to be the safe bet. 50 to 65 is going to be
last 5 overs. That is way too optimistic, way too pessimistic as a Mumbai Indian fan.
Because they're going to be faced with good bowling. Both the teams are going to be facing some good bowling at the death. That is why.
Navdeep Saini is missing. Anyway, Abhishek, what do you have to say?
No, I think 12 to 13 and over. I mean, if I'm talking about 60 plus, I think 65 plus is an achievable number in the last 5 overs.
I would have thought so. Last 4 overs, they went for 80. I mean, they scored 80 MI in the last match at the same ground. So Mayuresh,
so we're talking about Pandya and Pollard, or the likes of there for him, and for RCB you have the ABDs and Chris Morris. And Chris Morris, I think 65 plus is a doable, and I don't see why it can't happen.
Abhishek, Mayuresh had a smile when you were saying that. Mayuresh,
I think go ahead.
I'll go with 65, irrespective of whoever is batting, be it RCB, 65 plus. Because one thing which I've noticed, Mumbai, if they're bowling first with Bumrah, Bolt, I'm not sure how good they will be in the death over. Sometimes they can be excellent. On a given day, they can be very bad. So I'm going with 65 plus. And with Mumbai, yes, I do see Chris Morris there in the team. But then I also see there are no other bowlers, good dead bowlers, if Saini is not playing.
Yeah, Saini is missing.
Yes, Saini is missing. So definitely, apart from Chris Morris, I don't see any other dead bowler that RCB has. So I'll go with 65 plus.
Well, very interesting matchup, people. 2 key players missing from the 2 squads. Rohit Sharma missing from Mumbai. You've got Navdeep Saini missing from RCB. Both those guys have been key for their teams.
Very true. I wish RCB had done one change a bit earlier, just to experiment it with bringing in Parthiv Patel and rest Aaron Finch. But it's too late for them to do this now.
I've always wanted to see Parthiv Patel, because I don't know, as an opener, he's always done well into providing those 30, 40 run starts.
I think it's a little late for them to experiment now.
Failed, I really thought that they might, if not Finch, they might bring it in with Parthiv Patel. But that didn't happen, and now I think it's too late for such a change.
It's too late for them to experiment. I wish they would have had given this option.
But see, Hyderabad did surprise us by playing Saha over Bairstow. That is now. If I were the coach or captain, I wouldn't have the guts.
I mean, why would you do that?
How can you drop Bairstow, right? Like it's very difficult to get in Saha for Bairstow. I agree. Saha is a really good batsman, but come on, Bairstow you're comparing him with, right? So, but yeah,
but they didn't
take off.
No, they didn't have Bairstow for Saha. Basically, they wanted Williamson to be in on the slow pitch of Dubai, and that's why they dropped.
He's a finisher plus a bowler, so he wanted the all-rounder to be there and Kane Williamson to be.
So, for today's match, the problem is the combinations for RCB are such that, if you look at the 4 overseas players, you know, you've got Aaron
Finch, Morris.
You've got Aaron Finch, Morris, AB de Villiers, and Ali, right?
Moeen Ali. Yeah.
Moeen Ali, right? And today they will want to play Moeen Ali because Mumbai has 7 left-handers in the top 7, four left-handers in the top 7. So
and Mohammad Siraj will be high on confidence. He's got an India cap.
He's got a call that exactly. Yeah, that's what I was
got
gonna
an India
point,
cap.
that during that overs, I know Siraj can be taken for runs, but that you don't know that confidence. We saw what Chakravarti did in the KKR match, right? Like after getting that call, so it does make a difference. I feel that call does make a difference.
Absolutely makes a big difference. In fact, just a little off topic, 6 p.m. today we have another discussion, and that is to do with the India selection.
Oh, great.
We're going to talk about IPL and how IPL has influenced India selection across formats. And there will be some very interesting discussions. So do tune in, people. All right. Great having you all people here.
Thank you.
I will just wind this up by one final question. It's a bonus question I ask often. Who do you think will win today? RCB? How many RCB supporters here? Oh, there you go. So we've got 2 Mumbai supporters. All right, we'll see. And one thing we can be sure of, is today the top 2 may not go down below the top 2, right? Because it's the top 2 teams playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So not too much movement in the points table. All right. Thank you so much, people. It was wonderful having you. And the audience out there, please continue playing on Play CKC. It's live predictions, much better than fantasy. Go out and play, people. Bye-bye.
Bye.